Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, was a leading voice in conservative politics, especially among young Americans. His influence stretched far beyond the stage, inspiring passionate debate and activism on college campuses across the country. His American Comeback Tour stop at Utah Valley University on September 10, 2025, drew a packed house and a crowd of protesters outside, typical for his polarizing events. The campus buzzed with anticipation and tension as students and community members gathered to witness the spectacle. Inside, Kirk delivered his signature blend of political commentary and faith, urging students to consider the Judeo-Christian values he believed essential for America. He spoke passionately about the future of the nation, challenging the audience to think critically and engage in civil discourse. The energy was high as he fielded questions from both supporters and critics in a lively quanda. The exchange of ideas was spirited, with Kirk encouraging respectful dialogue even when opinions clashed. Kirk had arrived in Utah just hours earlier, optimistic and energized, texting Senator Mike Lee about the event's promise. He was eager to connect with students and share his vision for America's future, unaware of the fate that awaited him. For attendees, it felt like another routine Turning Point rally. The atmosphere was familiar, charged with excitement, debate, and the hope of making a difference. No one suspected this would be the final night of Charlie Kirk's life. The crowd dispersed, unaware that history was about to be made in the most tragic way. A routine campus debate was about to become a national tragedy, sending shockwaves through the university and the nation, and forever changing the lives of those who were there. During the quanda, Kirk was asked about his Christian faith, a topic he addressed with passion. He declared his belief in Jesus Christ's life, death, and resurrection, calling him Lord and God. These words, spoken moments before tragedy, became his final testament. The last question came from Hunter Kozak, a student who asked, "Do you know how many transgender Americans have been mass shooters over the last 10 years? Kirk, using his usual debate style, responded by clarifying the question, counting or not counting gang violence. Before Kozak could reply, a gunshot echoed through the auditorium. Chaos erupted as Kirk collapsed on stage. His final public moment was frozen in shock and violence. In the 24 hours before his death, Kirk's social media presence became increasingly intense, with his posts centering on the tragic murder of Irina Zarutska, a Ukrainian refugee living in North Carolina. He seemed deeply affected by the news, sharing updates and commentary late into the night. Kirk argued that Zarutska's death was not just a personal tragedy, but a direct result of failed political policies. He urged his followers to recognize the broader implications, insisting that this was a symptom of a broken system that needed urgent reform. His posts called for accountability and action, not just sympathy. His final post on X was especially forceful. It read, "It's 100% necessary to politicize the senseless murder of Irina Zarutska because it was politics that allowed a savage monster with 14 priors to be free on the streets to kill her." Kirk's words reflected his frustration and his belief that ignoring the political context would only lead to more tragedies. In the hours that followed, Kirk debated the case publicly, appearing on podcasts and engaging in heated online discussions. He highlighted details he felt were being ignored or downplayed by mainstream media, determined to keep the conversation alive. On Instagram, he posted Zarutska's photo with the caption, "America will never be the same." The post quickly gained attention, with many sharing and commenting on his words. Just hours later, those words would become an unintended epitaph for his own life, as news of Kirk's death began to spread. The sense of loss was palpable among his followers. Kirk's final messages captured not only his outrage and grief, but also his deep sense of loss for the country he loved. They remain a haunting reminder of the issues he fought so passionately to address. Privately, Kirk's last texts revealed a more reflective side, showing a man who was deeply introspective and thoughtful. After landing in Utah, he messaged Senator Mike Lee, "Thank you so much, just landed. Event I think is going to be a win." His words were filled with hope and anticipation for the event ahead. The text showed his optimism and gratitude for local allies, reflecting his appreciation for the support he received. In another exchange with reporter Cassie Akiva, Kirk admitted the toll of public life, saying he needed to be better and just mute the noise. This candid admission revealed the personal struggles he faced. These messages contrasted with his combative public persona, hinting at the pressures he faced and the duality of his public and private lives. Despite the storms, he was focused on his mission and the night ahead, determined to make a difference. Hours later, his optimism and resolve would be cut short, leaving a void in the hearts of those who knew him. His final texts now serve as a poignant record of his last day, a testament to his character and the challenges he faced. The shooting at Utah Valley University stunned the nation, ending the event in chaos and disbelief. News of Kirk's assassination spread rapidly, dominating headlines and prompting condolences from across the political spectrum. Law enforcement quickly apprehended a suspect, but the nation was left grappling with deeper questions about political violence. Vigils and memorials sprang up across the country, and even in Berlin, honoring Kirk's impact. Supporters mourned a leader they saw as fearless and principled. His death left a void in the conservative movement and a generation of young activists. Kirk's final hours, marked by faith, debate, and reflection, defined his legacy. The tragedy underscored the dangerous divisions in America, leaving many to wonder what comes next.